Good morning, everyone. This is Al Rodi. This is 8 for 8. It's a beautiful day in downtown Tantown, Nova Scotia. There are thousands of birds around here and beautiful trees and flowers and shrubs, and just feels like a wonderful day to be alive. I've been reading through some of your comments on the survey that we sent out, and one of the um, common themes of what would you like me to talk about is stress. And so I'm going to talk about stress today. I've been feeling a little bit of stress myself lately, and wondering, what's the best way to deal with that, and kind of intellectually, of course, intellectually we know how to deal with it, but sometimes we don't always get it remember to talk to Spirit about that. And so the idea of 8 for 8 is to get closer to Spirit, to work less and accomplish more. And one of the ways we work less is by reducing our stress levels, because Spirit helps us remember who we truly are. So one of the things that we talk about in relation to stress is one of those metaphorical pains. So we either feel good or we don't feel good, right? We either have pain or we feel really good. And so what's our choice? Pain metaphorically is stress or anger or frustration or guilt or shame or sadness or fear or whatever that might be. And then the other side of it, of course, is inspiration and joy and freedom and openness, love. Right? And so when we start to feel stress, my answer is always to say, oh well, isn't that interesting? I feel stressed. Now you're going to hear this over and over and over on 8 for 8, and if you find it redundant, I'm sorry, but the thing is, here's the thing. It's really simple. Everybody wants to complicate these things, but the fact is you either feel good or you don't. And if you choose to feel bad, then you're going to feel bad. And if you choose to stay in it, then you're going to stay in it. So when stress shows up, now stress is a really useful thing. You don't want to be stepping out in front of the bus, and you don't want to be standing still when the saber-toothed tiger comes around the corner and he's after you for dinner. So stress is a really important thing. But in today's society, the problem is that we have stress after stress after stress after stress. We have job stress, we have relationship stress, we have children stress, we have our own idea about stress, we worry about the dog, we worry about the bills, we worry about the money, we worry about whatever it is we worry about. And so our pituitary gland in our amygdala, our physical body, is continuously pumping stress chemicals into our bodies. And so it's really important to take a deep breath and stand back and notice when you feel the stress. Where do I hold the stress in my body? Is it in my chest? Is it in my throat? Is it in my gut? Is it in my bowel? Where is the stress? Focus, get back into your body, because when you're in stress, you are sending chemicals like cortisol and what's the other one? I can't remember off the top of my head. But these stress chemicals are physically not good for you. Okay? So what we need to do then is to love ourselves so that the stress subsides. Now there are lots of ways to do that. The first way I suggest is to say, oh wow, isn't that interesting? I'm feeling stressed about something right now. Oh, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I have distanced myself from who I truly am, one of God's children. I love myself completely, deeply, forever, first and foremost. And then, you can do some breathing. The breath of Haas is really useful here. For the breath of Haas, it's simple. It's like inhale on a count of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold for a count of 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for a count of 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And hold for a count of 7. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you do that 7 times, you're going to find that you're significantly relaxed compared to what you were before you started that breathing. So breathing is really important. When we breathe consciously, when we notice our breathing, and we need space in between the inhale of a powerful force, mana from heaven. When we inhale, we breathe in God's message, mana from heaven. And when we exhale all those toxins and negative thoughts and feelings that are in our system. And so we need time in between the inhalation and the exhalation, which are powerful forces. Okay? So that's one way to deal with the stress. And here's another way, tapping on the carotid chakra. Now you know what's causing the stress and you know where you're feeling it in the body. But coming from a body perspective, I might say, even though I'm holding this stress in my, you pick the place, chest, throat, stomach, bowel, whatever it is, I love and accept myself deeply and completely. Even though I have this stress and I'm holding it in my body. Sorry, I forgot to turn my phone off. Let me just get it to stop me. Even though I hold the stress in my body, I love and accept myself deeply and completely. Even though my phone rings in the middle of 8 for 8 and I could feel stressful, I choose to love and accept myself. I choose to forgive myself. I forgive myself from pulling myself away momentarily from who I truly am, one of God's children. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you. Top of the head. I have this stress and I hold it in my body. Oh well. Inside the out. I hold this stress, whatever causes this stress. I choose to notice it and dismiss it as chatter from my ego. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Oh, there it goes again. My ego is causing me stress. Oh well. I find that really interesting. I wonder how I get back to who I truly am. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Under the eye. I hold this stress in my body. Where is that stress? What is the intensity of the stress? I choose to reduce that intensity as I do a little round of tapping. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Under the nose. I have all this stress, this anxiety, this frustration, this guilt and shame and fear, these worries. All of that is ego telling me that I'm not perfect. I choose to put myself in the hands of God, to get closer to God, and feel who I truly am. Calm. I'm on the chin there. Calm, relaxed, at one with myself, mind, body, and spirit, all in balance. I'm going to call them mind, body, and spirit in perfect harmony, in balance. I am free of stress and anxiety. I am free of worry. I love and accept myself deeply and completely. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. Thank you so much. I am in talks with several people about coming on as guests. I actually thought we were going to have a guest today, but something's come up for her, so we'll reschedule another time. And we're thinking about working on getting a schedule set up. I've been really busy lately, so I haven't had a chance to kind of spend a lot of time on it, but I will get to it in the next couple of weeks. I hope you have a wonderful week. Stay close to the spirit. Work less. And let yourself know. Bye. This is Al Levy. This is 8 for 8. Have a great week.